Found a new reason for living. Naysayers making noise, all I hear them say.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, another day, another ugly loss for the New York Yankees. And indeed, the scoreless streak has ended. That came to an end in the second inning for the Yankees. But just the no offense has, still been there for the Yankees today, as, again, they lose another game.
Under my umbrella, hey, hey. Hey, hey.
The Yankees lose.
Indeed, the Yankees lose in a game that, you can really talk about in many ways. Yeah, the scoreless streak stopped. So friggin' cute, right? A home run by Jazz stopped it. Another homer later in the game by Cody Bellinger is where things currently stand right now for the New York Yankees. But they dropped this game 3-2. The win goes to Hector Neris. The loss goes to Fernando Cruz. Kenley Jansen picks up the save. And again, just go over the Yankees pitching real quick. Ryan Yarbrough was not bad. 5 1/3 innings, 2 earned runs. Jerry De Los Santos, 0 1/3 innings. Leiter Jr., 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits. Fernando Cruz, 1 inning, 1 earned run. And then Tim Hill, 1 2/3. He looks solid. Beavis Lee Ray with the super chat says, swept by the awful city in Anaheim is unacceptable. Yankees offense today, not much. Not much again. Like we said, the 2 homers, right? But you look around. Grisham 0 for 4. Judge 0 for 4. And he is really, really, really struggling right now. And the sad thing is about this Yankees offense, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are going to, last year when you had 2 elite hitters in the lineup like Soto and Judge back-to-back, you did have moments where the team wasn't scoring that much, but you weren't always kind of relying on the one big hitter in Aaron Judge. When Judge doesn't go, this team doesn't go. They just don't move when Judge doesn't move. It just is what it is. Jay Boogie says 2 games, 2 pitchers with sub-6 ERAs, and we scored 2 runs. Kyle Malay says this loss goes to Volpe. Well, let me continue on here. Bellinger 2 for 4. He had 2 of the Yankees' 3 hits. Goldie 0 for 4. Jazz 1 for 4 at the home run. That stopped it all. Ben Rice 0 for 1. Pinch hitting Stanton 0 for 1. Escara comes in the game 0 for 1. Anthony Volpe 0 for 4 in a horrible slump himself. Jason Dominguez goes 0 for 1, but 2 walks and a stolen base for Dominguez today. Oswald Peraza 0 for 2. Austin Wells comes in and gets hit by a pitch. And by the way, Dominguez did not steal a base. My bad. He did not steal a base today. But 2 walks today for Jason Dominguez. He reached base twice at least. And the Yankees did have a moment in today's game. And this is where I want to start before we move on to Champ of the Chats and voicemails and everything else that we do here on Post-Game, and probably hearing Aaron Boone again today. But I want to start off with that 8th inning. The 8th inning right there, the Yankees had a golden opportunity. They had a golden opportunity. As Nate Williams says, Sox fan here, Orioles are Orioling again, indeed. Tampa Bay is looking like they've taken over Baltimore again. As Scott Horwitz says, it'll be a game and a half. The Yankees could very, very well be out of first place. We were saying by the end of the month, it could be sooner than that. Yankees could be out of first place a lot sooner than the end of the month. It could be coming up pretty damn soon now, as they'll be facing Baltimore pretty soon again. And, then they go on to face Cincinnati and to have an off day on the 26th. Who knows what it's going to be then? 12-8, Tampa is up, says Uncle Dom. So the Yankees in the 8th inning have a golden opportunity, man. They get the first and second. They got Trent Grisham coming on up. Aaron Boone does the right thing early. He says, lay down the bunt. Lay down the bunt. Let's at least try to score here. And folks, you know, bunting has not been, it's not the most popular thing to do anymore in baseball. It's not the most popular thing to do anymore in baseball, especially in the world of analytics. Everybody knows that. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up for me for this post-game video. But everybody knows that it's not the most popular thing to do anymore. But it is situational. It's a situational type thing. And in this game today, this laying down a successful bunt could have given the Yankees a way better chance to win this game. They could have very well tied this game up. Is it guaranteed they do? No. But it really is amazing that this team at times just can't even play fundamental, basic baseball. And Aaron Boone called the bunt. And I'll be honest with you, I almost got a feeling that Aaron Boone saw the first bunt from Grisham and said, abort, fuck this. We can't continue. Guy can't even lay a bunt down. But that's again on the Yankees. Guys like Trent Grisham, that's a fourth outfielder, should be able to bunt. Anthony Volpe should be able to bunt. JC Escara should be able to bunt. DJ LeMahieu should. You're never going to ask, Judge the bunt. You're not going to ask certain players to bunt. I understand that. You lay down a successful bunt that you got second and third. Some people said they're going to walk Judge. Okay, no problem. Walk Aaron Judge. It gives you the bases loaded with Cody Bellinger, who was 2 for 4 today. And at least Belly was putting the ball in play. And he's not a slow runner. So he's not the easiest guy on the planet to double up. Give yourself the best opportunity to win a game. You have to lay that bunt down. This is fundamental as fundamental gets. These are the situations that I really get pissed off watching these games because you're making it harder than it is. You lay the bunt down. Tomorrow, if I'm Aaron Boone and I watch it, you know what? Abort, because this guy can't fucking bunt. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Tomorrow, he's out there early working on bunting. And oh my God, is that old school? I don't give a shit if you think that's old school. That's baseball. That is called having the strategy and enough weapons to pull off a win when you're down by one fucking run. That's the way you go about it. A bunt right there could have changed this entire ball game. Instead, what are the Yankees trying to do late? Hit a bomb. Hit the big fly. Do enough to win. It's as simple as that. Hell, Boone had a quote yesterday I kind of joked around about. Think small and big things will come. Well, if you break that down in baseball terminology, play small ball and big things could happen. It's true. It's true. I just wish they kind of listened to themselves every now and then because it could have actually been good. Troy Livingston says, R.I.P. my dead Nona, but she could hit better than these Yankees. I don't think you're wrong on that one, brother. I think just about anybody can at this point. Greg says, how did the Yankees go from the best offense in the MLB and in 19 games over 500 to this? Doesn't make sense to be the polar opposite. Well, scary thing is, my friend, they do it every year. They do it every year. Beavis Lee Ray says, I'm calling for Volpe to be arrested after that error and strikeout. He wants him gone. He said enough is enough. It's time for a change. That's it. That is it. But ladies and gentlemen, again, I do have everything pulled up here. We're going to take a listen to Aaron Boone. And it's funny, man. I kind of, joked around about this yesterday, right? I joked around and I said, I feel like we're getting really close to like one of those banging the table, banging the top of the table again. And one of these things with Aaron Boone. And it could very well, we could very well be getting actually really close to that moment again. There's no doubt about that. Scott Horowitz says, maybe Cashman can get a good bunter at the deadline. It could be cheap. Or maybe have, this is going to be controversial. maybe practice it and have your guys learn how to do it. You know what I mean? I mean, that could also be really valuable. You know, practice bunting a bit. Have your guys out there early. Hey, guys, let's fucking get out there and do it. Let's get out there and lay a bunt down if we have to. I don't think this should be, you know, extraordinary. You know what I mean? I don't think this is some insane thinking. You know, I know a lot of people could sit there and go, yeah, people, you know, bunting, you know, kind of take bats away from people. You know what I mean? Look, situational baseball, in my opinion, is extremely vital. It's vital. When you're down by 1 run, let's talk about postseason time for an example. How many guys, you know, you're facing the best pitchers in the planet. You should be prepared for situational baseball, where maybe somebody does have to lay a bunt down, where maybe somebody does have to move a runner over. Maybe a sac fly will win you a ball game. That's how you win. That's sometimes how you win late in October. The Break Studio says Yankees are 115 and 121 in June, July, and August the last 3 seasons. That is fucking insane. The Break Studio, I don't know if you are on Twitter, but if you are, do me a favor. Tweet that out there and tag NYY Underground in that, because that's unbelievable. The Yankees are 115 and 121 in June, July, and August over the last 3 years. They're 6 games under. That's crazy. That is, wow. I mean, that is that's pretty interesting, man. Wow. That kind of stands out, doesn't it? Well, folks, let's get into our champ of the chat. I had one option today in the champ of the chat. Mary Ellen Ford, you are the best. Thank you so damn much for my Father's Day present. Truly, truly, truly. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys, of course, loaded us up today with voicemails, and I completely understand why you guys loaded us up with voicemails. The Break Studio says, I'm sorry, Pete, it's 115 and 120. No problem, man. That's still absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. I'm waiting to see if we get anything yet from Boone. Let me see one more thing, and then we'll go on to voicemails first. Okay. Is this now? This is now with Aaron Boone. So hold off on voicemails. Let's go ahead and take a listen to what manager Aaron Boone has to say. Here we go, folks.
So some of the home runs, they kind of broke the proverbial dam, but what did you see from your hitter's swing decisions tonight?
Yeah, we walked a few times, which is good. I felt like we got better swings off tonight than last night. Like, we hit some balls in the screws. I thought Giancarlo's off the bench was excellent. I thought Judgy got a really good swing off there. Just misses the ball off Brogdon there, after the first and second situation. So I felt like we had some better swings and started, even though we didn't
3 hits.
Walk a ton initially off the
Yeah,
starter.
3 fucking hits, Aaron. Come on, man.
He's throwing a lot of pitches, pitches out of the zone. I felt like we were laying off that. So I felt like we moved the needle in that regard tonight, and now we gotta break through now, like we're capable of. Off.
I mean, guys, no one believes me when I say this. Nobody believes me when I say this, and I'm just gonna say it now. Nobody believes me at all when I say this. I want to like this guy. I really do. I really, really do. I want to like this guy. I want to like Aaron Boone. I really do. Whether you believe that or not, I do. And I don't care if you don't believe it. It's fine. Whatever. I want to like this guy. But I think they literally need him to sit down with a fucking New Yorker and tell him, hey, Aaron, stop bullshitting us. Don't bullshit us. Like, bullshitting in New York, it's like fucking the back of your hand. You know what the fuck it looks like. You know what it is. I know when you're bullshitting somebody, Aaron. We're New Yorkers. Like, this doesn't work, brother. It doesn't work. You can't bullshit bullshitters. New Yorkers could bullshit with anybody. And we could smell that. We could sniff that shit out from a mile away. You can't sit there and expect that this fan base is supposed to eat up. And again, I want to be clear. I'm not saying you throw everybody under the bus. Not at all. But you can't sit there and talk about your team had better swings today when you're a major league club. You're the New York Yankees. You got a $300+ million payroll, and you had 3 fucking hits. And the guy that predominantly walked, you barely play him. I don't want to come on here every day and say, here's what I call out with Boone. I don't want to do. I want to like this fucking guy. But how could you after all this time? He doesn't learn. You can simply sit there and go, hey guys, look, I think some guys had better swings tonight, but we had 3 hits. Doesn't cut it. We need to be better. He said it before. We need to be better. We need to be better. Okay. We need to play better. We have lost 6 games in a row. It's not acceptable. What do you think the guys got to do? The guys got to have better at-bats. We have to be able to manage to string together some hits. And be honest, we got to be able to drop a bunt. Something. Give me something to work with here. Greg says, remember a year ago during the offseason, didn't Brian Cashman say that they were going to bunt more? No, that was Hal Steinbrenner. Hal Steinbrenner says something they have to do is bunt more, and yeah, that didn't work out too well. Alex says, did he watch the same game we did? No, he did. He just plays stupid. He plays stupid. I don't care what anybody says. He plays dumb. He really does. Gene says, taking a hiatus from this, all losers on this team. I don't blame you, brother. Theo Harris says, now I'm more worried this is turning into 2023. You never know. You never know. Pop Simonetti told me. Stranger things have happened. Bucks Ray says, Ray's comeback from 8-0 making history today. Insane. Beavisly, Ray. Frankly, I think the Angels were bullying us. Let me tell you something. They were doing something. Let's get some more here from Aaron Boone. Let's take a listen.
I know you said that Judge just missed that one in the 8th, but just what have you seen in his at-bats the last week or so? It was really like his first prolonged slump of the year.
I mean, is it though? What's today? Wednesday? I mean, Monday night he hit 2 rockets and had a couple walks.
He's striking out 40-something% of his at-bats. Oh, my God.
You know, maybe he's missed a couple pitches.
Missed a couple? I'm not even going to shit on Aaron Judge because I fucking love the guy. Missed a couple? He's striking out 47% of his at-bats in June. God.
It's our games. You know.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if I really see it that way. Like, you're not. It's not.
Because you're a fucking moron. Because you're a fucking moron. Let's be honest.
It happens. So, he'll continue to make adjustments like he always does, like he's always doing when he's going really well, whether he hits a little rough patch. He'll continue.
God, man. I mean, it's like fucking pointless even playing. I mean, it's pointless even playing this shit. And look, ladies and gentlemen, trust your own fucking eyes. Don't listen to this jerk off. Trust your own eyes. Trust what you're seeing. If the media walked up to Aaron Judge right now and said, Aaron, how are you playing in June? Aaron Judge would say, not good enough. Again, it is not hard to say, folks, we're talking about the best player in the game. Yes, he is struggling right now. That is obvious. I'm confident he'll come out of it. Let's get to your voicemails.
What's up, Pete? How you doing, man? Chef Nick Apostolakos here. Hope all is well. Getting right into it, man. Boone is so soft, man. He makes excuses day in and day out, and they're not good at all. He can't be friends with his team. He has to be tough. He has to be like a strong leader, not a cheerleader. Look, the kitchen is a different animal, man. But look, if my sous chef Like, if he was not performing at all, at the end of the day, it's business. It's either he is fired, grilled, roasted, steamed, or whatever you want to call it, man. But the way Boone acts is really just pure anti-testosterone. We, the Yankee fans, are rabid, passionate fans that want that energy back from the team. Anyway, have a good night, friends and family. By the way, I've been singing that Barney song in the kitchen recently as well. Keep it going, man. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Hold on one second, guys. No, brother, we all know, man. We all know. We all know. We all know, man. It's a train wreck, Chef Nick, and I appreciate your voicemail, man. We're gonna keep it going with voicemails, guys. I know a lot of you got a lot to say, and here's Simon. You know what Simon's gonna say, folks. Here we go.
Hey, Pete, this is the Bella Vista Bocce Master from New York City calling. The pissed off Bella Vista Bocce Master. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What the fuck is wrong with Boone here, man? What the heck is wrong with his team? He finds a...
Did Simon just say, what the fuck? Holy shit, this is a first. No, Simon has never cursed. He has never cursed on a voicemail. Wow.
The pissed off Bella Vista Bocce Master. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What the fuck is wrong with Boone here, man? What the heck is wrong with his team? He finds a way for this team to lose, man. We break out the zeros, 2 stinking runs here. We got Volpe who makes an error. I mean, what the heck is going on here? He has no game plan, Boone. He knows what the result is. I'm going to find a way for this team to lose, and that's that. Just fire him already. Just get this idiot fired. And the hitting coach, too, man. I mean, these pitchers are getting jealous because they're tired. They're sending Boone a message. I don't want you as the manager anymore, Boone. You're stuck. You sick. You suck. I can't even talk because of idiots. We got to get rid of him, Pete. As God is my witness, I'm going to get rid of this schmuck if it kills me. I'm going to get rid of him so bad. There was that day he showed the Yankees at the 2004 comeback of the Red Sox. He goes. That idiot goes, Pete. You have a good day. Rock on, NY, wind the ground forever. Smack it a likey. Hit it a subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. I said, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. And how you fire Boone tonight. Don't wait. You can null and void that contract. Bye, Pete.
Oh, Simon, I appreciate you. You know, Simon, I'll be honest with you, man. I feel your frustration, man. You know, my pops was just messaging me, and he said, I don't know how the hell you call these games. I said, I don't know how I do it either. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't know how I do it either. I really don't. But that post game today, folks, that's disgusting. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what happened to the pride of this organization, but this should not be the man leading them. And I don't want to, again, I don't blame today on Boone. I don't blame it on him, but Lord have mercy, brother. I just wrote a tweet. And again, I tell you guys this all the time. I don't tweet every day. I don't care about tweeting every day. It's not my thing, but certain times I feel like, you know, I'm going to let my voice be heard. I said, I don't blame today on Boone, which I don't. But these post games are honestly disgusting. As I told you guys earlier, New Yorkers can sense bullshit a mile away. You do not have to throw players under the bus, but Lord have mercy, you got to be a little bit honest. You can't just lie and act like nobody watched this game today. You can't act like you know more than everybody. Everybody watched the same game as you, and it is bad. It's really bad. You just can't do it. You can't do it as a manager in New York. You just fucking can't. Just keep it going.
Hello, Pete. This is not the bocce master from Bella Vista. I just want to say something quick on Volpe. Online, every time somebody said negative for a while, I've been backing him up and saying he's going to be fine. But like you, the last 2 weeks, he's just like, he's back to nothing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to get back on his side until he really shows something. And hopefully August and September he gets good again.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. The lack of fundamentals, my goodness. L.A. can bunt. L.A. bunts beautiful. They move runners over. I don't understand this team. You think after what L.A. said, the Dodgers, they would have took care of this issue.
No, not at all.
I mean, man, it's absolutely ridiculous. Dominguez would have scored tonight if he bunted him over. And the trade deadline, I mentioned numbers earlier. They have money. Cole's 25% of his contract.
Yeah,
They
you're
still
right.
had $12 million left over to meet last year's numbers.
You're right. And they make enough.
If they make up excuses, they're liars. Okay, I'm out.
Great voicemail, man. A lot of very solid points. And let me tell you, let me give you a little insight here on the Yankees, which you guys already know this. The Yankees didn't feel they had to upgrade anything when it came to fundamentals and all that. You know why? Because the Yankees know best. Do you remember when they asked Brian Cashman about the scouting report of the Dodgers with the bad base running and all that? Brian Cashman said in the minor leagues, we actually have like the best metrics of running bases. Well, Brian, they were talking about the majors. They were talking about the team that really what really matters, the major league squad. He said, well, in the minor leagues, we got some of the best metrics of running bases. They know better than everybody. They know better than everybody.
All I gotta say tonight is, fuck you, Volpe.
Kyle Malay is the way.
Thank you for being a friend.
Well, that's a good one, Mr. Malay. He said, that's my rant for the day.
Boss, Jira, Fam, Pete, Monday I have said they look like they were in trouble, and they are beyond trouble.
Yeah.
Fundamentals are still unbelievably flawed by this team. Manager is what he is. Wish Stanton would have had at least 4 at-bats today, but let's pinch hit him anyway. And Volpe. I mean, I would sit him down for the Mauler, Pete. I'm just saying, man. Send the message, because he's done a lot of this in the late innings, and it's costing us games, and it's helping to the point where we just can't fucking turn the page and do the right thing with him.
Yeah.
We get a bat him ninth? I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, Pete. This team is really ass. The Glazer ass guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Crackle. Yeah. They are ass, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't know what to say. They are ass.
Thank you, my friend. I always appreciate you, Uncle Dom, dropping your voice, man. And guys, I'm here with you guys today. This is what we do here at NYYU, man. We're not a call the game and then we're gonna not let your guys' voices be heard. This is why we are growing the way we are, and we're gaining more and more trust with the fan base, because we only want what's best for this team. Them going on a losing streak does nothing for us. You know what I mean? It makes me as angry as it does you guys, but I get to talk all day. You guys don't. So, I'm going to get through these voicemails today. But, one of the other things there too, when it comes to this team, and Uncle Dom kind of led on with that, is why not reward a player like Jason Dominguez tonight? Why not say, after a game like this, go, hey, Jason, come here real quick. Hey, we're going to have you back at leadoff tomorrow. I need you to do what you did tonight. I know you went 0 for 1, and the one at bat, but you had 2 walks. You know what I mean? You had 2 walks today. I want to see you go back out there, and I want to see you, be able to get on base for this club. We need you. We need you to get on base. Out of everybody that, you had 2 walks today, I want to see you get on base. This team needs to reward a bit of performance. Even if it's short-term performance, you got to reward it. And, I know there's not guaranteed answers when a team is struggling, but Lord have mercy, man. That, and then, hearing all this other stuff with this manager, the way he talks after these games. I mean, it's it truly is disgusting. It's truly disgusting. Anthony Volpe's, of course, blunder late in the game killed him. Good move by Boone. And this is why I'm saying I'm not blaming today on Aaron Boone. Today's not Boone's fault. Boone came out today. He said, let me go to Tim Hill. Why? Because he got a 60+% ground ball rate. We need a ground ball. Guess what? Right call. Tim Hill got the perfect ground ball off the bat of Joe Adell. A bullet. Anthony Volpe bobbled it, and then he threw the ball away at second base. And that's where we are now. That's what happened in this game. It's not on Boone. I'll call him out when I got to call him out. I'm calling him out for his postgame of bullshit. But he made the right call today. He made the right call today. Boone has 0 rings. I've already played it.
It's Radel from Cincinnati. How you doing?
What's up, man?
What are we even doing at this point? We can't play fundamental baseball. We can't drop a bunt when it matters. Literally, all he has to do is push it up the third baseline, and it's a tie game. And instead, we get shit on once again. Boone's got to do something, because these guys just don't have it right now. Hopefully it gets better. Later.
Brother, I hope so. Trust me, I'm hoping every single day it gets better. No doubt about that.
Pete, everybody, how you guys doing? You know, besides the typical voicemail that the Yankees fucking suck dick. Hey, man, I put money on the Angels today. I won. Fuck the Yankees. I kind of felt bad about doing it, but I'm like, you know what? We all knew this was going to happen today, so fuck them. If they don't want to win, I'll just continue to watch them lose, man. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Bodo Winter says, what's up, peeps? Appreciate you, man. Let's keep it going, guys.
What's up, Pete? It's Ernie. Long time no listen. I've just been real busy, but been following the Yankees, and wow. Just wow. Not looking good, man. I don't know. I know we could bounce back, but losing, 5, 6 games in a row? Wow, that's kind of a little disappointed with that, but it is what it is. They just got to bounce back, and I hope they do. And hope you give me some good insights on what's going on, because like I haven't been listening. I've just been really busy here in Tennessee working my ass off, catering, and all this other stuff. But it is wedding season, so try to listen whenever you're doing something, and keep me posted what's going on in good news, any trades, and like to hear what's going on. All right, I'll be on live tomorrow. Try to listen in. All right, my man. Talk to you soon. Bye.
I appreciate you, brother, and thank you for the voicemail. You know, I'm just looking around at a quote from Aaron Boone, right? I mean, excuse me, a quote from Anthony Volpe. And, you know, it's unbelievable to me that Anthony Volpe could literally come out and say, everybody holds themselves here to higher standards, and we all have to be better. I always have this issue. Why can Boone has 0 rings? I literally, brother, I played it already. It's already been played. I'm not. What am I gonna repeat it 12 times? I've literally played it already. Why can Anthony Volpe, who actually played in the game and made a bad play, why could he sit there and say we all have higher standards for ourselves, but we all have to be better? Why can he say that and the manager can't say it? How? What? How does that even make sense? That Anthony Volpe, who had a horrible game, can sit there and say we all hold each other to high standards and we all have to be much better. But the manager's sitting there going, I don't give a shit what you guys saw. They had great at-bats today. Boone's been slumping. Has he been? It's fucking nuts. It's nuts. It's crazy.
Once we start losing fundamentals, we could pretty much start to kiss the season goodbye, because we need fundamentals of all. First and foremost, the fundamentals are needed. And you're right, Pete, when you say Trent Grisham should know how to bunt.
Of course.
I understand that bunting is a lost art in today's game, but when you're a person like Trent Grisham, you should be able to bunt. No excuses.
No doubt.
And Cashman and crew got work to do.
Yeah.
Fire Boone eventually, too.
Never going to happen.
All
Never
right.
going to happen. Matt, excellent voice, my man. Like I talked about before, it is a lost art. A lot of teams aren't doing it, but I'm sorry, man. When you got, look, you're not always going to hit the big home run. You're not always going to hit the big home run. You know what I mean? You're not always going to do that. You're not always going to do that. In a one-run game, first and second, you got a guy like Grisham coming up. You got to know how to bunt. You got to know how to bunt. I don't know if you guys saw some of the stories of what's going on in Boston, but apparently there's a Craig Breslow's very big on the analytics side. Alex Cora is kind of a little bit old school. They're kind of butting heads a bit. And Roman Anthony came up. They had him in right field. He made a bad play. So the next day, Alex Cora had Roman Anthony doing what? Taking grounders. Alex Cora been upset that they want to put anybody anywhere. And, he's having these guys get the fuck out there. If he's going to be in right field, he's going to learn. He's going to learn how to play right field. Drills. If I'm the Yankee manager, I don't care if Trent Grisham's having a decent year. I don't give a shit. I need you to be able to bunt in certain situations. You're going to work on that tomorrow. We're going to be out there early working on the basics. It's nothing to hold your head down about. It's a part of this game. We want to be fundamentally sound everywhere. That's simple.
Bo Pate blows, Pete. He blows. How can you defend a dude that can't fucking shortstop? 9th error. 0 for 8 in the series. He blows. This is Matt. Holla.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, let your frustrations out, guys. Be upset. And I appreciate you guys on all the voicemails today. I really do. I appreciate you guys on all the voicemails. And I want to get, I still got about 12 of them. I want to get to a couple of more. And then, guys, we're going to get ready to wrap. Actually, matter of fact, we might wrap up with my guy, Joey, because not a lot of people top Joey's voicemails. Let's take a listen.
Look, we know we got to be better. Okay, and guys, we're getting off some good swings today.
So bad, man.
Swings are getting better. Tough at bats. But, we just got to put on our process. We got to bring back the process and some tough at bats, and we're pressing a little bit, but getting good swings off. Walking, and it's all right there in front of us. Okay.
Hold on, I like the ending.
They're in front of us. Okay.
Okay then. Yeah, there it is, folks. Oh, man. Lord have mercy. I absolutely love Joey. That is my guy, man. I love that man. I absolutely love that man. Let me tell you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, just an absolute mess. You guys see right there, Jiro just put it in the chat for you guys. Follow us on Instagram. A lot of these clips, a lot of the plays throughout the games immediately go there. But again, guys, Yankees dropped this game 3-2. They have lost 6 games in a row. The New York Yankees are just holding on to the American League. Man, I remember a couple of weeks ago, man, me and Francis, we sat down, we did an all rise together in the morning. We go, Yankees up 6.5, man. They might just, keep a lead like this all year. Nope. Nope. Not at all. Kevin says, to be honest, Pete, you think Rodon and team stop the bleeding tomorrow or what? I think Carlos Rodon's going to have a big bounce back game tomorrow. I think Boston and him, they just don't mix. It's the same thing I feel the same thing when Cole is always, when Cole's healthy. Him and Boston just don't mix. And I feel like Rodon's kind of the same way. Rodon will pitch like 3 good innings against Boston, and then somehow he just hits a wall against them. I think Carlos Rodon is gonna do very well tomorrow, but will the Yankees hit? That's the question. Will this team, kind of get out of their own way and maybe put a little something together? We're going to find out tomorrow. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, again, tomorrow is a 105 game tomorrow here on the East Coast. You guys already know, Pete Simonetti. I got it for you guys. Don't worry. We got you covered. Kyle Malay says pitching's not the problem. Beavis Lee Ray says prediction. Yankees win tomorrow, no matter what. Like the optimism, my guy. But again, we'll find out very, very soon. I'm going to go ahead and rest up tonight. Have a nice little sleep. Go and eat my yogurt now. I got to eat this yogurt shit. We'll see how that goes. But tomorrow we'll have a game to call for you guys, and I hope to see all of you again. So ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing rest of your night. God bless you guys, and I will catch you mañana. Peace, guys. See you tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
Yeah,